Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kemi. If you're new here, that is you're coming across this face for the very first time, well, you're welcome. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Please watch my other videos, okay? I'm sure you'll find something else that would interest you, that will relate to your current situation, okay? And to my returning subscribers, you guys, I love you. Okay, so in today's video, actually I would like to give the credit for today's video to my husband because he actually gave me the inspiration. Yes, a train is passing. I'll be back, guys.
So the title of my message this morning: don't settle for the alternative. So people of God, if you are in the sanctuary this morning, I have come to encourage you. Don't settle. Never settle. Don't ever settle for the alternative. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Okay, so welcome back, guys. Like I was saying, today's video is inspired by my loving husband. I think a month ago or so, he gave me this inspiration to talk about how people should not settle for less here in Canada. And guess what? I had the notes of it. I put down my points. And then yesterday in church, the pastor was talking about the exact same thing, not to settle for the alternative. So I said, now is the time to talk about this. So yes, guys, welcome once again. And today we're talking about why or how you should not settle for less here in Canada. Now, when I'm talking about settling for less, I mean in the workplace. Yes, settling for less generally in life, especially when you relocate to Canada. Please, one thing that you should know for sure is that coming to Canada is filled with a whole lot of uncertainties in itself. It's a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? Because you've lived all your life. You lived 25, 30 years, 40, depending on the age that you decided to move to Canada, right? You've lived all your life somewhere else. You already had life going for you very well somewhere else. And then moving here, please know that you are starting again. It's time. You should give yourself that time to, readjust, to balance, okay? But at the point of doing that, while you are doing that, also do not settle for less. Do not settle for the alternative. And I'm going to be addressing some other issues, especially, for example, in like I talked about in my last video when we were talking about depression, there are some jobs or some careers that you might have been practicing in your home country, which you may not be able to practice here. So, for example, if you were a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you were, depending on the type of engineering job you were doing, right? There are some jobs here that we call regulated jobs, right? That is, before you can function in those capacity, you must go for a recertification, or you must take an examination here and be a part of maybe an association or something like that. Recertification, that's what they call it, okay? So they are regulated jobs. Now, while you are, if you choose not to go for those recertifications, if you choose not to go for those recertifications and you say, okay, the years I've done in lawyering is okay, or I've practiced lawyer enough, I've been a doctor enough, now I want to go to other fields. Before you do that, please do your research. Now, I've seen people who were practicing accounting and then they come here and they are taking courses to be a customer care or taking courses to be a support. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that those jobs are not good, or they are. Mind you, here there's dignity in labor, right? Whatever job you are doing, there's dignity in it. As a matter of fact, blue collar jobs almost earn more than white collar jobs are now in Canada. That's what there are some people, in fact, I want to chip this in, people who snow movers, people who move the snow off the road. My husband was telling me that they earn up to like $50 or $60 or maybe $70 per hour. So my point is that there is dignity in labor. There are blue collar jobs that are earning more than white collar jobs. But my point is that if you are someone who is in a particular field Don't settle for just saying, okay, I got a customer service job, let me be doing it. At least it's paying the bills. Don't do that. Don't say, oh, at least I'm paying the bills. At least I'm not owing rent. At least I'm eating 3 times a day. No, that is you settling for less. I think this video is kind of like a motivational video, because even for me, I could have said, okay, when I was doing my support job, at least it gives me the flexibility to do my YouTube video recordings. I think I'm okay. At least some money is coming in. At least I'm supporting, and then I decide to settle. I think that's going to be the end of me. And I think another thing I want you to know is that it is easy for those jobs to suck you in. You can get quickly comfortable in those jobs, and then you say, okay, I think I'm fine. I can do customer service. After all, it's related to, you understand? So please do not settle for less. So, and one of the ways that you can do by not settling for less is that when you want to choose a support, or when you want to choose a transitioning job, or you want to choose, yes, maybe a support job, or you want to choose a transitioning job, for the meantime that you do not get that your dream job, for the meantime that you do not get that job that you want, apply for something that is in the same field, that is just a little lower. Let's say, for example, you've been doing what now? You've been doing, say, marketing. You've been doing marketing. Let me not say marketing, because I'm not really familiar with that area. Let's say you've been doing, you're an accountant, right? You're an accountant in your place of work. Before you relocated, you were a good accountant. You can, and you are not yet getting an accounting job here, you can do something in administrative related. I don't know if you guys get me. So you are not losing out on the skills you already know. You have transferable skills already in accounting that you can maybe move also to admin. And then before you know it, an opportunity opens in that organization. You can scale up, because one thing I know that works for sure here is that they are easy to put people that are already in that system into the job, or people that are referred. So for example, you're already working as an admin and the position opens for accounting. You can also apply, but they will give you preference to someone that they don't even know that is coming from outside, as long as you have those necessary qualifications that they are looking for and you are proving yourself on the job. That is also for you not to say, okay, I'm just saying, this is not even the job I want to do, and then you don't put all your mind into it. Because one thing for sure here is that they are also assessing you as you are doing those jobs. And I've seen people that while doing that job, while doing their job, they get called and they get offered that, okay, we actually have an opening for this. Do you want to apply first? You understand my point, guys? So please do not settle for less. Do not say, okay, since I'm not getting that job, I will just continue to do customer service job. I do not say that customer service job is wrong, but I'm saying you can go higher. You can do better. Don't settle for, because one thing for sure here is that there is more. There's more you can achieve. There's more you can gain. Look at me now. I'm doing something that is related to what I was doing back in Nigeria right now. After what? After a year plus. Because I did not settle. And while I was waiting for the job to come, I kept on. In fact, there's one thing they say, that here, if you do not have a job, you are waiting for your job, you should be applying 40 hours a week. You know, normally if you are working, you work for 40 hours a week. So if you do not have a job, you should be applying what? 40 hours a week. So the time you will normally spend doing that job, spend that same time applying for a job. I don't know if you guys get my point. So please do not settle for less. Before you go and take, I also see people doing something. They just start, they go and start taking courses that they don't even know the head and the tail. Please, before you take a course, please ask people that, okay, this course, what are the job opportunities that are tied to this course? Also, people that are coming on study permits. You just take any random course that you don't even know, because you just saw course there and you know that this one will bring you to Canada. They will give you a student visa and then you apply. At the end of the study, please, what will you use that course to do? I want to know. So please, guys, always do your research before you take your courses. You come here and you think that the next opportunity or the next best thing is for you to just go to school and start studying. Studying what exactly? Studying for what? Before you say you want to study, you must have a plan. Have a plan that, okay, once I study this, I can see that there's a high demand for logistics. So I'm going to study logistics in college, or in a college, a one-year course, so that once you are done, you know that you can easily, of course, you have that Canadian experience, you can easily translate or transit or move into a job that is readily available. Because I know that that's one of the mistakes that people make, okay? And at the end of the day, they settle back again for the less, for the alternative, and they go choose something else because they didn't plan properly, okay? Another way you should not settle for less, I think I already mentioned, is to pick the low-hanging fruits. Those things that you can easily, you know, like volunteering, low-hanging fruits. Volunteering is a low-hanging fruit because you can reach out to an organization that you know you want to work with, apply to them. If possible, apply to them that you like to volunteer with them. If you're lucky and they pick you up, then that way you are, you know, building up your resume for that dream job that you're looking for. If you want to work as a program manager, you can pick up a program assistant job. You know, those are things that you can easily, you know. And then one thing I've also learned here is that no skills, no experience here is a waste. No skills, no experience is a waste. As long as it is what? It is Canadian experience. It is still what? Experience. It is now how you're able to translate those experience into action. Because when they're asking you questions in interviews, they're asking you what? They're asking you scenario questions. That, okay, so if you were in, assuming you were, so you must have very good critical thinking skills also. So if there's one thing you want to build up on, if there's something you want to learn those kind of things, soft skills, okay? Learn soft skills. Those are the things that will also help you in the new job that you are going to get. I hope you guys are enjoying this video this far. If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You've watched it this far, please give me a thumbs up. I would like that. I really appreciate that. It also tells YouTube that this video has some golden nuggets in it, and then it recommends it to more people, okay? Please drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about this, okay? Especially about settling for less, settling for the alternative. All right, also please subscribe if you're yet. If you're watching and you've not subscribed, please why now? Why? Please subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. So how with this video, guys, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you, not to settle for less here in Canada. Because trust me, I think I've also mentioned in one of my videos before that you should also always open up. Eventually, when you get that job and then they are offering you an opportunity, you can say, oh, can I do maybe 3 days remote job, and you know, and then do 3 days work from home and 2 days in person? Can I do this? Can you offer me this? Don't keep quiet, because guys, don't settle for less. That is my message to you in this video. And I understand there is fear of the unknown. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what might happen. But you just take that first step forward first. Keep applying. Apply to that job. You might say, oh, wow, how can I get a job that is going to pay me $80,000 in a year? That's too much for me. Me that I'm just, why are you belittling yourself? Why are you even bringing yourself down more than where you are? Okay, please apply. I know people that have applied to, people apply to 100 jobs, yes, before they eventually get the job. It might take time, okay? It might take time, that's one thing, but you also need to be patient. Be patient with this. Keep going, keep doing it. I think one thing that Canada has taught me is also to be able to have your own resilience. You need that resilience here to survive in Canada, okay? You need that resilience. You need your own self-motivation. You need to keep trying. You need patience. The only thing you are contending with here now is time, but eventually it will happen. Eventually that dream job will come, okay? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until I see you again in another video, keep being you. Keep being the strong person that you are, okay? Bye for now.